All right, so today we're going to be doing a deep dive into the world of TikTok manifestation.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you guys sent us this YouTube video by SimmoneSquared called I Tried Every TikTok Manifestation Method. It worked.
Okay.
And we are going to figure out if any of these like trendy techniques that she tried
Yeah.
actually like hold any weight.
Mm-hmm.
So,
It's interesting how this whole like manifestation thing is just blown up,
totally.
especially on like social media.
Yeah.
But it's often presented in this very like simplified way.
Right.
Like you just wish for something and then poof, it appears.
Right.
Like magic.
Yeah, and Simone's video tackles that like right away.
Okay.
She jumps right in and starts testing all these methods, and her commentary is like so relatable.
Yeah.
Like there's one part where she's trying this thing called scripting, and she's just like, I'm a shitty writer.
Oh, that's funny.
It's just like so funny and refreshing.
Yeah. I like that she's like self-aware.
Yeah.
She's not like claiming to be like the manifestation guru. Yeah.
Right.
She's just experimenting, just like all of us are.
Exactly. Okay, so let's get into some of these methods.
Right.
So she starts with this classic one, the 369 method.
Oh,
Have you heard of this one?
I have, yeah.
So it's where you like write down your affirmation 3 times in the morning, 6 times in the afternoon, and 9 times in the evening.
Right.
Like, what's the thinking behind that?
Well, it's all about repetition. Think about it. The more we see something
Yeah.
or hear something, the more familiar it becomes.
Right.
So if we're like constantly repeating these affirmations, we're kind of like,
Brainwashing.
well, yeah, we're trying to reprogram our subconscious,
Okay.
like our beliefs.
I see. Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's like you're trying to convince yourself of this thing.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. So Simone gives this one like an 8 out of 10,
Okay.
but she's like, it can be hard to remember to do it throughout the day.
Yeah. That's the thing with these things.
Yeah.
You have to be diligent.
Totally. Okay. So next up, she tries scripting,
Okay.
which is where you write a detailed story about your desired outcome as if it's already happened.
Oh, yeah, that one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
What do you think about that?
I think it's really helpful for visualization,
Oh.
which is like a big part of manifestation. Like when you can really imagine something vividly,
Yeah.
you start to like feel the emotions and embody those beliefs. Like you're actually living it.
So it's like tricking your brain into thinking.
Kind of.
It's already real.
Yeah.
Got it.
It's like a mental rehearsal.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
So Simone wasn't a huge fan of scripting though.
Really?
Yeah, she gave it a 5 out of 10.
Wow.
She said she'd rather just daydream about her goals.
I mean, I guess daydreaming is a form of visualization too,
Right.
but maybe she just found scripting like too structured or something.
Maybe it was like too much work.
Yeah, you got to find what works for you.
Exactly. Okay, so things get a little weird.
Oh, boy.
With the 2-cup method,
Oh, yeah, the 2 cups.
have you heard of this one?
Yeah, you basically like charge water
What?
with your attention,
Okay.
and then you like transfer it from one cup to another.
Wow.
One cup represents your current reality,
Okay.
and the other is like your desired reality.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And Simone uses her crusty water bottle for the future reality cup.
Of course she does.
It's so funny. But she gives this one a 9 out of 10.
Really?
I know.
She liked that one, huh?
Yeah, even though she says she doesn't always feel a shift after doing it.
Right.
Like she doesn't always feel like it's working.
Yeah, these techniques, they're not like magic spells or anything.
Right.
They're just tools to help you shift your mindset,
Yeah.
focus your energy.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. But I love that she's like having fun with the whole process, you know? It shouldn't feel like a chore.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like if you're not enjoying it, what's the point?
Totally. Okay, so moving on. She tries the 55 by 5 method.
55 by 5.
Yeah, so this is where you write an affirmation 55 times a day for 5 days straight.
Oh, wow, that's a lot of writing.
I'm
What's the thought behind that one?
Well, it takes repetition to another level, I guess.
Okay.
And it's based on this idea of like deliberate creation.
Okay.
Like that your focused intention can actually influence outcomes.
Interesting.
So you're like really putting in the time and energy
Yeah.
with a specific affirmation.
You're immersing yourself in it.
Yeah.
Wow.
So Simone was not a fan of this one.
Oh, really?
She gave it a 3 out of 10.
That's pretty low.
Yeah. She said it took way too long and her hand would cramp up.
I can imagine.
But then she moves on to this technique called the future you technique.
Future you.
Yeah, and this is where things get really interesting.
Okay. I'm intrigued.
So with this one, you basically like talk about your present life as if you've already achieved your goal.
Also, it's like mental time travel.
Exactly. And you're
Okay,
like
so-
embodying the emotions and perspective of your future self.
I like that.
And Simone like really commits to it.
Oh, yeah.
She's like talking about how the universe saw that she was the magnet for abundance and how money just started flowing into her life.
It's like she's giving an acceptance speech
I know.
for an award she hasn't won yet.
Exactly.
Wow.
So by like embodying that future self, are you essentially like tricking your brain?
I don't know if it's about tricking your brain, but it's more about like aligning your energy and mindset with your desired reality.
I see.
It's like you're rehearsing for success,
Yeah.
which can boost your confidence
Right.
and help you actually believe in yourself.
It's like that saying, fake it till you make it.
Yeah, but with a more like intentional approach.
Right. You're being deliberate about it.
Exactly.
Okay, that makes sense. So speaking of intentional approaches, Simone also talks a lot about visualization in her video.
Okay,
She recommends doing it like both in the morning and at night.
that makes sense.
What do you think about visualization?
Well, it's a powerful tool. I mean, it's used in like sports psychology,
Oh, wow.
personal development, all sorts of fields.
Interesting.
Yeah, athletes use it to like mentally rehearse their performance.
Oh, that's cool.
And people use it to manifest their dreams.
Mm.
It's all about creating that vivid mental image.
Yeah.
So you can like activate the same neural pathways in your brain
Wow.
as if you were actually experiencing it.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
She even like connects this to the 68-second method.
68 seconds.
Yeah. Have you heard of this one?
I'm not sure.
So it's based on this idea that holding a thought for 68 seconds
Okay.
can like trigger the manifestation process.
Interesting.
What do you think about that?
I don't know about this specific number of seconds,
Okay.
but the concept makes sense.
Yeah.
It's like when you hold a focused intention for a while,
Yeah.
you build momentum
Mm-hmm.
and connect more deeply with what you want.
So it's not just about like thinking about your goals,
Right.
but like really feeling them,
Exactly.
like embodying the emotions.
Yeah. Feel the joy, the gratitude,
Yeah.
the excitement.
As if you've already achieved it.
Exactly. Emotions are powerful.
Wow.
They're like energy in motion.
Interesting.
So when you feel those positive emotions,
yeah.
you're basically attracting more positivity into your life.
I like that. Okay, what about vision boards?
Oh, vision boards.
Simone's a big fan.
Yeah.
And she even claims that she manifested a specific income goal using one.
Cool.
What do you think?
I think they could be really helpful
Okay.
for clarifying your desires and keeping them top of mind.
Right, it's like a visual reminder.
Exactly. And the act of creating a vision board
Yeah.
can be a form of manifestation in itself
Oh, how so?
because you're like physically engaging with your goals.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, you're putting your energy into it.
That's cool. Okay, Simone also throws in some subliminal messages.
Subliminals.
Yeah, she claims that they can like reprogram your subconscious mind.
Interesting.
What's the science behind that?
Well, it's all about suggestion, like delivering messages below your conscious awareness.
Gotcha.
So you're not even aware that you're receiving them,
Right.
but they can still influence you.
Wow, so it's kind of sneaky.
Yeah, it's like planting seeds in your mind.
Okay.
You may not see the results right away,
Right.
but over time those seeds can grow.
And influence your thoughts and actions.
Exactly.
That's wild. But she does say that subliminals aren't like a magic bullet.
Right.
She really emphasizes the importance of having a lucky mindset.
A lucky mindset.
Yeah, and taking action towards your goals.
Okay.
What do you think she means by a lucky mindset?
I think she's talking about like believing in yourself
Okay.
and your ability to attract good things.
Right.
It's like having an optimistic outlook
Mm-hmm.
and expecting good things to happen,
Yeah.
which can make you more receptive to opportunities
Right.
and more likely to take action.
Okay, so it sounds like there's more to manifestation than just like wishful thinking.
Definitely.
It involves a combination of mindset, action, and energy alignment.
Exactly.
But like, how do you find the right balance?
That's the question, isn't it?
Right, between
Yeah.
focusing on your inner world and like taking concrete steps in the outer world.
Right, like how much inner work do you need to do?
Yeah,
And when do you actually take action?
exactly. That's what we'll explore in the next part of our deep dive.
Okay, sounds good.
So we've talked about scripting and visualization and like all that stuff. But like what really stood out to me was this thing Simone talked about
Okay.
where she listens to high frequency music.
Oh, yeah, that's an interesting one.
Like that seems like such a unique approach to manifestation.
Yeah, it is.
Like what's the deal with that?
Well, it's all about like vibrational alignment.
Okay.
So certain frequencies are believed to like resonate with specific energies.
Okay.
And when you listen to music that aligns with like abundance or positivity or whatever you're trying to manifest, you're basically bathing your subconscious in those vibrations.
Wow. So it's like you're surrounding yourself with good vibes.
Exactly.
Okay, and Simone talks about how this music like makes her feel connected to the universe. Like she's tapping into a higher power or something.
That's a powerful feeling.
Yeah.
That sense of connection can be really empowering.
Okay.
Especially when you're like pursuing your goals.
Yeah, totally. She also talks a lot about like feeling good as a key to manifesting effectively.
Oh, feeling good is huge.
Yeah.
It's not just about going through the motions.
Right.
It's about like cultivating a positive emotional state.
So it's not enough to just think positive thoughts. You have to actually like feel them.
Exactly.
Okay, that makes sense. So like where does personal responsibility fit into all of this?
That's a great question.
Right, because can you just like visualize your dream life, listen to some high frequency music,
right,
and then just wait for the universe to deliver it?
Yeah. A lot of people think that,
right,
but it's not quite that simple. Manifestation is not about like sitting back and expecting things to magically appear.
Right.
It's about aligning your energy, yes, but also taking action.
Inspired action.
Exactly.
Okay.
You have to meet the universe halfway.
So Simone talks about this in her video, right?
Yeah, she's not just visualizing YouTube's success.
Right.
She's actually creating content, engaging with her audience, like putting in the work.
So it's like setting the GPS for your destination, but you still have to drive the car.
Exactly.
I like that.
Yeah, manifestation is about creating a fertile ground for your desires, but you still have to plant the seeds.
Okay.
And tend to the garden.
Gotcha. So it's a partnership.
It is.
Between inner work and outer action.
Absolutely.
Okay, but like, how do you know what actions to take?
Well, that's where intuition comes in.
Okay.
As you start aligning your energy and focusing on what you want, you might start to notice things you didn't before.
Like what?
Like opportunities. Or you might feel drawn to certain actions.
I'm just day.
Yeah, it's about listening to that inner voice.
Okay, so like trusting your gut.
Exactly.
Okay. What about when things don't go as planned?
Yeah, that happens.
Because Simone mentions that not every technique worked perfectly for her.
Right.
So like, how do you deal with setbacks?
Well, you have to be resilient.
Okay.
And flexible.
Right.
Manifestation is not a linear process.
So it's not always going to be smooth sailing?
Nope. There will be bumps in the road.
Okay.
And sometimes what we think we want isn't actually aligned with our highest good.
Okay, so like the universe might have other plans.
Exactly.
Interesting. Okay, last question.
Okay.
What about belief?
Belief is huge.
Like, how important is it to actually believe in these techniques?
It's essential.
Really?
Yeah, when you truly believe that something is possible, you open yourself up to receiving it.
Okay, but what if you're skeptical?
That's understandable.
Like, what if you're having trouble believing?
Start small. Don't try to manifest $1 million overnight.
Right.
Try manifesting something small.
Like a parking spot.
Exactly.
Okay.
Or free coffee.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, as you experience those little wins, your belief will grow.
So it's like building momentum.
Exactly.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
This has been so insightful. It's like we've gone from these TikTok trends to like this deeper understanding of the universe.
It's all connected.
Right.
Yeah.
But there's still so much to explore.
There is.
So in the next part of our deep dive,
okay,
we're going to talk about the bigger picture.
I like it.
Like, where does this concept of manifestation fit into our understanding of the world?
That's a big question.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've explored like all these TikTok manifestation techniques. And we've talked about the importance of like aligning your energy and taking action and believing in it all.
Yeah.
But this whole conversation has made me wonder, like, where does this whole concept of manifestation fit into the grand scheme of things, you know?
That's a deep question.
Like, what's the bigger picture here?
Well, it's a question that people have been asking for centuries.
Really?
Yeah, like philosophers and spiritual seekers.
Wow.
But I think at its core, manifestation is about recognizing that everything is interconnected.
Okay.
Like our thoughts, our beliefs, our actions, they all have a ripple effect.
Okay.
They influence the world around us.
So it's not just about like attracting material possessions or achieving personal goals.
Right, it's bigger than that.
It's about like acknowledging that we have the power to shape our reality and contribute to something larger.
Exactly.
Wow, that's a beautiful way to think about it.
Yeah, it shifts the focus.
Yeah.
From like a self-centered pursuit of desires
right.
to a more expansive vision of creating a better world.
I like that a lot. And this idea of interconnectedness. It's not just like a philosophical idea.
Right.
It's like supported by science, too.
Exactly, like quantum physics.
Oh.
It shows that everything in the universe is connected.
Wow.
At a fundamental level.
Which we're not just like isolated beings operating in a vacuum.
Nope, we're all part of this like...
web.
Yeah, this web of energy and information.
And that's empowering in a way.
It is.
Because it means that we're not just victims of circumstance.
Right. We have the power to influence things.
By directing our thoughts and energy.
Exactly.
This is really making me rethink this whole manifestation thing.
Yeah, it's more than just a trendy hashtag.
Right. It's a profound concept.
It is.
That can change how we see ourselves in the world.
Totally.
So as we wrap up this deep dive,
yeah,
what's like the key takeaway?
I would say approach manifestation with curiosity, playfulness and responsibility.
Okay.
Experiment with different techniques. And remember that you are the powerful co-creator of your reality.
That's a good one. I like that. Well, this has been an amazing journey.
It has.
We've gone from like viral TikTok trends to like deep philosophical and scientific ideas.
Yeah, it's all connected.
It is, and it seems like the real magic of manifestation is not just about achieving specific outcomes,
right,
but about the journey of self-discovery.
Yeah.
And realizing that we're all connected to this like greater universe.
Absolutely.
And who knows what we might manifest along the way.
You never know.
All right, that's it for our deep dive into TikTok manifestation.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for listening, everybody.